Discover Orange County was brought to you by
Shulman, Hodges & Bastion is a full-service business law firm serving all of Southern California with offices in Orange County and the Inland Empire. To see how we provide solutions and produce results, please visit our website at shbllp.com.
Bettini's Boutique of Brea is devoted to fashion and elegance through their helpful customer service, the latest designer clothing, and innovative ways of giving back to the community. Visit their website at www.bettinis.com.
Omni Updates, enterprise-class web content management software, handles hundreds of websites, thousands of users, and millions of web pages for the higher education community. For more information, please visit omniupdate.com. Nervosa Films, creating corporate videos, commercials, new media, television programs, and feature films for the independent market. For more information about Nervosa Films, visit www.nervosa.com.
Do you have a secret recipe that you want to turn into a money-making enterprise? Or maybe you're a food enthusiast or a chef and you want some place to prepare and cook your food? Well, we've got the perfect place for you. Come with me as we discover Orange County. Now, tell me a little bit about your background and why did you create the Hood Kitchen Space?
Christy and I have both have culinary backgrounds, and we started cooking and doing classes out of my home. And as our business grew, we realized that we needed a certified kitchen in Orange County in order to safely provide food to the public. Our kitchen space has actually 5,400 square feet, and it's commercial grade equipment, all brand new. We have 2 bakeries and 4 commercial cook lines. We have prep spaces available, shared equipment.
Okay, so let's go ahead and show me what the baking kitchen has.
Sure. So our baking kitchens have the double convection oven, a non-convection oven. All the spaces come with speed racks, cutting boards, sheet pans. There's shared equipment for everybody. In particular, the bakeries have the 30-quart Vollrath mixers. We have the reach and refrigeration units for the bakers and the caterers that need that product cold and right away. Especially for pastry, you want the butter cold and the milk cold, the cream cold, and it's really important to have it right there for you.
Okay, and is that why there's differences between a regular kitchen and this type of kitchen, is they have to have the refrigeration?
Yes.
Okay, great. 2 different types of tables, why?
Yes, and the maple table is great for rolling dough or doing any kind of pastry. It's just it's a nice surface for that. The stainless is very clean and it's great for chopping and doing anything you need to do with meat. Some of the kitchens have a char grill. All of our equipment is on a quick connect system, so if one client needs a char grill and it's not in their kitchen, we can quickly move it around. We have an additional 4-top burner for that as well.
Okay, great.
And in Kitchen 1, we have a tilt skillet, which is an amazing piece of equipment for large-scale production. Braising, we have clients who do soups in there, and it's an awesome piece of equipment.
So over here we have the refrigerator.
Yes, this is actually one of our walk-ins. It's a day-use walk-in primarily for clients who don't need monthly storage.
Okay.
They just need storage daily. And so this is a great option for them to store, cook for the day, and take it with them.
Okay, perfect.
This is all of our shared use equipment.
So they get to use all of this?
Yes.
So if I have nothing at home, I can come here and use this by the hour, or is that a different?
By the hour.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
So in addition to our kitchens, we provide 7 prep tables for clients who actually can produce at home, but would choose to be in a professional setting, or the production's getting a little bit higher. So they're basically doing packaging or prepping, cutting. We offer all this shared equipment.
Oh, that's great.
A client comes in and they need a Vitamix or a food processor with several different blade options. We have a large Robo-Coup, which is great for pureeing soups.
Oh, all right.
This is stuff that's really difficult for small companies to buy on their own.
Well, they must be very expensive.
They're very expensive.
Okay. So So you are in charge of the retail store, right?
Yes, I am the market manager here at the Hood Kitchen Space.
Okay, so why a retail store? Why do you guys have one?
We mainly, I mean, the primary concept behind having a retail store is to showcase the client products and is another way of adding exposure to our clients and to giving them a little bit of exposure and a face to the community to buy their retail products.
Okay, so why don't you come over here and show me some of the items that you have?
Sure. So about half of the products in this market are made by our clients, produced here at the Hood Kitchen Space.
Okay.
An example of this is right here, my favorite indulgence, this granola. We have honey produced by Massey Honey, Valenza Chocolatier, who I know you've met today.
Tell me a little bit about this gal.
Yes, my favorite indulgence. She actually came over to us from another kitchen. It's actually such a great product for us to have. Everyone coming in the market when she's producing here always comments on how amazing, incredible it smells.
So if I had a recipe and I really wanted to sell it to someone,
Sure.
Can I come here and create it and make it and sell it in your store?
Sure. You'd have to go through the process of becoming a client, but the benefit of being a client here at the Hood Kitchen Space is you can produce almost anything and sell it here in this retail environment as long as it hits the right safety and health department protocol.
Okay, good to know. All right, perfect. Okay, so you have all sorts of different things, and I see we've got Drive Me Cookie up there shirts who we'll be interviewing later.
Yes,
So very
yes.
exciting.
Very
And you have
fun.
samples too?
We do. We try to have different samples every day. Today we're sampling 2 different types of cookies for one of our clients, Passion Sugar Butter.
Okay.
We're also sampling a couple of different nuts from, this is a company called Gary and Kitts. They're from the Cliff Family Winery up in Napa Valley. And then we're also sampling some chocolates from Valenza Chocolatier. She's put out a couple of new products, but we try to sample a few different products every day.
All right, perfect. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that happens here in the studio.
Okay, we created the studio as kind of an addition to the kitchens, whereby people could have cooking classes, cooking demos. It's more of a learning space, just to kind of enhance the kitchens. And a place for our clients to be able to come and do interviews, use this kind of as an office space for themselves to add credibility to their company, really. So they have a space within the kitchen.
What if somebody just wanted, or maybe the Hood Kitchen Space wants to put on some type of an event? What would you do here?
A new one that we've just started doing is the pop-up dinners.
Okay.
And that would be where a chef would come in, have either we would create the idea or the chef would create the idea of what they wanted to be. And then maybe cook their latest menu, cook a fabulous, themed menu. And this whole area can be transformed into, again, whatever they envision.
So, Rose, tell me, you come from an entirely different background other than what you're doing today.
Correct.
So give me a little bit of synopsis of what you guys used to do.
We come from a different background. Adam was in IT and graphic design. I also did sales. This was something that we had talked about for a long time, kind of a one day, someday thing. And as friends and family started asking us to, wish you could cook that way for us, we started considering it as something that maybe we would try out.
Okay, and before we do our demonstration, tell me what Bite Me Kitchen is.
Bite Me Kitchen is a daily meal service with a menu that rotates on a weekly basis that features organic, made from scratch ingredients. So what we do is we make everything as much as possible from scratch so that we can control the quality of ingredients that goes in it, as well as the nutrition profile. Every week we feature a new menu on bitemekitchen.com, as well as all the nutrition information goes on bitemekitchen.com, so that customers can look and see that yes, every meal is under 500 calories, has the proper balance of proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals, and they can see what's involved in each meal. And they know, oh, okay, this isn't a pre-made packaged product. This is something that Rose and Adam are making from scratch.
So when we first got here, we saw that there's a variety of different kitchens. And so you're in this particular, whichever number it is. What does it have different than the kitchen you had before, or how does this help you, make your bottom line?
The nice thing for us is we do everything in volume. So we're cooking for usually 60 people at a time, sometimes more, which means we need space to work on, space to pack on. So it's all prepared meals, and then being able to have the double convection oven that works and is accurate. I mean, brand new equipment is vital. If the temperatures are off, you've got 60 things that are wrong.
Right.
As
And you're
well as-
cooking in large volumes.
We're cooking in
right?
large volume.
Okay.
Yeah, very different than what we're doing today.
Okay, well, that's all right.
So everything's done at once. Everything has to be done correctly at the proper temperature, and if it's off, then everything for that meal is destroyed. So it's very important that everything is accurate temperature and proper cooking equipment, top of line stuff.
Okay, so this place is allowing you to do what you need to do in certain conditions that are legal also, right?
Very important. Yeah,
Okay.
legal, sanitary, especially what we deal with clients with different food allergies, issues. So having stuff that we know is clean, we know there's not any cross-contamination.
Okay.
And we know that we're gonna be able to walk into a clean environment, prepare the highest quality food with the highest quality ingredients, and be able to do it in one batch because there's a space. We're not dealing with a tiny oven and a single burner. We've got the room to cook at once and then move through the next entree. Okay, what we've done ahead of time, just as it takes a long time, is we have a handmade crust that in most situations, handmade pastry crusts are made with a ton of butter. It's butter and flour.
Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah, which is delicious, but it's not something you really should be eating on a day-to-day basis.
Right, okay.
What we've done is we actually infuse, you can see those small red flecks in here, we put apples, just whole organic apples, we puree in with the cold water that goes into the pastry crust.
Okay.
That's refrigerated, rolled out, and baked. Then what we have next is we have a custard, and what it is instead of it being typical custards are high-fat eggs and cream. Which is also delicious, but not something you want to eat on a Monday after you go to the gym and you're trying to, get in shape and be healthy.
Right.
So what we have is actually a high protein substitute that is made out of silken tofu and herbs and seasonings as well, and that's going to be put in here on top of a caramelized onion and basil jam.
Which is what you were doing earlier. Okay.
And then what we do is we take the slow roasted oven tomatoes and the mixed olives, and that'll be pressed into the top, and it'll have fresh thyme leaves scattered on top. It'll bake. It comes out, and it's like a puffy, delicious, warm, savory tartlet. All right, we're ready to take our tartlets out of the oven.
Okay.
So you're gonna pull the handle open. So that's the way we serve it as an entree. That's the way that at home people take it out of the box, reheat it, and eat it this way.
All right, let's try this one. I'll take one of our forks and just
Go ahead.
dive right in.
Yep.
Oh, it's too hot.
So in a little way, it's like it's a cross between like a tart and a quiche.
That's very nice. Mm-hmm. I like it. Tell me a little bit about what you used to do and how you became a chocolatier.
Well, actually, I was in commercial real estate lending for a good 13 years, with GE, Merrill Lynch. Very successful career. In my family, my mom always did, and we'll have you try in a little bit, she always did turtles and chocolate-covered cherries at Christmas. And then on my Italian side, my father's side, my grandma she was a cook by trade, but then she did Italian cookies and all that at the holidays. And so I was like, how can I kind of marry the two? And is this something like I could do? I knew that I wanted to make myself stuff in a commercial kitchen. I didn't want to be some home-based business. I wanted to be taken seriously.
Right.
And so then in 2013, I had found the hood.
And how did you find the hood?
Yeah, so I actually found the hood through Facebook. And when I walked into here, I literally was just like, received a blessing. And so while my business is expanding, Christy and Shelby have created an environment for me to do that. Even though, we've got all this other things going on, they specifically know my business.
Right.
And the camaraderie and the meaning, the hood, it has such more meaning than just a place to work.
Well, good. Well, what are you going to do for us today?
Well, we've got a couple
I
things.
Smell it, and I just have to have some.
Well, good. Well, there's a couple things. What I want to do is I have some things prepared for you to unmold, and then I'm going to have you pour your own bar mold.
Oh, okay.
I do some, chocolate classes and stuff, but I'm just going to give you a little one-on-one on some chocolate pouring. So. Okay, so go ahead.
So I'm starting here.
Yeah. Yep, and you just fill it.
Oh, I didn't.
Don't be
enough on
shy.
it, did I? I guess not. Okay, load her up. Oh gosh, now I have too much.
You're good.
Can I tip it?
Yeah, you can tip it, but just know when you tip, the level's gonna go down and you're gonna lose chocolate from up
see,
here.
Like I already lost it.
Yeah. So then you're gonna set that back in here, and then keep it there
Oh, I
because
forgot
you're gonna
we're gonna do
scrape
this.
it. Yep. So you want to hold it, keep it kind of dump, because when you scrape, you want it to dump in the bucket. Yep.
Oh, look at how beautiful.
Ooh, look at you. You're just like a natural. And then you can scrape, you can hit it up there, yeah. So you just kind of want to bring it to the edge a little bit.
Oh, I made a terrible mess.
As I grow, I'll have a vibrating machine, but right now I do it all from hand, so I'll do it for you, yeah. So you just set it here, and then I just kind See how the air bubbles are popping up? Yep. Okay.
Got it.
So now what I want you to do is just take this and just start
It won't
sprinkling.
come off my hand though. They're all gonna be stuck.
That's okay. It's the joy. You got to get a little dirty.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, I source my ingredients. I do local source. I use organic buttered
That's one of the
creams.
things that they really like to promote here.
Yeah, I
is
use a fair
community.
trade. I use a fair trade single bean origin fair trade chocolate.
Okay.
I use organics and butters and creams, and then I do a lot of imported ingredients from Italy.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, it's all so delicious, and I can't wait to try some of those
Well,
yummy little items over
I
there.
think you should start.
So we're gonna just go ahead and dive right
I think
in.
you should start. So the turtles, what my mom started making 40 years ago.
Oh,
yes, and so that actually was a blue winner ribbon at the OC Fair.
award-winning
I'm
turtles.
quite proud of it. Yep, absolutely. So that's that's really my signature product
Very
from
good.
that aspect. And so yeah, so this is a peanut butter bar, and then I've got a kind of a medley of mini bars here from a Sesamo bar, which is based on a sesame
We'll see ya.
cookie.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. We're gonna go on to the next thing right now. So we're out of here. See you later. Tell me, what is an executive chef do?
You know, in a nutshell, an executive chef is just responsible for all the food, the operation of the kitchen, and just making sure that it's, serving good quality food. And that's really, the entire thing.
Okay. And Red O, I mean, is owned by a celebrity chef.
It is, yep.
Tell me how that works out for you, and why you're excited to work there.
Well, first of all, it's owned by Rick Bayless, and so he's so passionate about Mexican cuisine. And, kind of my role is to just take his vision and how he wants his food and the quality and, all of that, and just make sure that it's getting done on a daily basis to his standards. And so that's really the relationship between me and Chef Bayless. So.
Okay, great. And you're out of the Fashion Island one,
Yes,
right?
yes. We're out of the Fashion Island location in Newport Beach. Today we're going to prepare a classic albacore ceviche.
All right.
You'll find ceviche all over Mexico. It's very, seafood-oriented country, and especially around the coast.
So what kind of fish do you have here?
So this is a wild albacore tuna. It's just like the ahi tuna that you see, except it's not nearly as dark in color. It's very rich and buttery in flavor, though, so it works really well for ceviche.
All right.
And this is just going to be cooked in lime juice. So this is fresh squeezed lime juice. It's very simple. It's been marinating for roughly 10-15 minutes right now. And then we're just going to add a little bit more just to get a little bit more flavor of the acidity of the lime juice.
All right.
And so you just want to add the lime juice. It's really important to use fresh squeezed lime juice because the flavor is just so much different than like the store-bought or the pasteurized lime juice. And then it's just some simple ingredients. We are going to use sun-dried tomatoes. The next thing that we're going to add is just some jicama, which is like a really starchy root vegetable. And for the spice, we're going to add some fresh, finely diced serrano chilies.
Tell me a little bit about how, did you prepare this here in the hood at some point?
Yes, we did. Yeah, we did prepare it in the hood. We were here for 2.5 weeks, and we actually went through the entire menu. So it was a lot of work, a lot of prep, and then we made all the ceviches, we made the sauces, we made the soups, everything on my menu, if you go into Newport, was made here.
Okay.
And we did that, and it helped out a lot because we went from here into the restaurant. We're in the restaurant a week, and then we opened. So if we weren't here for 2.5 weeks, we wouldn't have been able to train anybody. So next thing we're going to do is a manzanella olive diced up. And then after that, we're just going to do a pinch of nice fresh cilantro.
All right.
This is the other thing that people probably don't really correlate with Mexican cuisine is the use of sugar.
Oh, I was going to say, that's
yes,
sugar.
exactly. So, a little bit of sea salt. We do use sea salt in the restaurant, not kosher salt. It is all sea salt.
All right.
And then just to finish it off, just to kind of give it a little bit better mouthfeel for you, just a little bit of Baja olive oil.
Is that
Yeah, that looks like
plenty,
a
or?
pretty good mixture there. Got a nice amount of tomatoes in there. You have the fish, you have the jicama, and that's really what you're just looking for. The only thing you want to be careful with is the chilies. And so what we like to do in the restaurant is, we really like to use our fried plantain chips.
Oh, right.
So we'll just take fresh plantains. You got to make sure they're really, really green. Otherwise, they will burn before they get crispy. and we just slice them, and then we'll just fry them to order.
And so moving forward then, you know that you guys are established and you have other locations that you're going to be opening up, how can the Hood help you moving forward?
You know, I think the number one thing that they're going to be able to help with is just, once again, R&D. You know, it's sometimes really difficult when you're in the middle of a busy restaurant and you're feeding 400 people a night to just kind of sit there and cook and try new dishes and try new ingredients, because when you're in the restaurant, you're getting pulled so many different ways. And so if you could just come to a facility like this and you could just concentrate and just make sure that you're cooking what you want to cook, and then take that to the restaurant and train everybody on that, that's really valuable for sure.
And I think that's what we've been trying to let everybody know, is that from someone who has an idea of cookies and making their dough here, to someone who already is in a professional situation, the Hood really does provide everything that you need. So perfect. Well, let's dive in and give it a taste. We're ready to go?
Fantastic, yeah.
All right, here, I'll have you have one too. All right, ready? Here we go. Let's check it out. Tell me a little bit about what you did before you decided you're going to bake cookies.
We just graduated from University of Colorado at Boulder. While we were out there, there's a place out there called Boulder Baked, and they do cookie delivery. They have a brick and mortar store with a line out the door all the time, it feels like. So my dad and I were talking about maybe putting one of those in town here in Newport, in Orange County, and decided that rent was just going to be ridiculous, and that we could actually better the product by putting the oven in the back of a truck and doing deliveries and street vending and catered events, and
All right, perfect. So you guys are going to make some cookies for us today, and you're going to have me help you out. So we're starting with the Monster right here, right? We got to obviously use that. So why don't we bring that over here, and then we'll start adding the ingredients, and
make some magic.
We'll make some magic with the Dough Masters. All right. That's it?
Kilos of butter.
It's
And then we're gonna pour some sugar in here.
That's a lot of sugar. Don't show this to the other people.
No, this isn't sugar. It's love. It's love.
It's love. Okay, ready? Here we go. Woo! Oh, there we go.
Yeah, girl.
Crushed it. Okay, there you go. So this is going in the oven?
Would be on the right side.
Are you okay?
go.
Does it matter where?
Perfect.
Perfect. And then we will be tasting those in just a little bit.
minutes.
All right, here it is.
I want to know what you think.
The God. Ooh, it's ooey and gooey and delicious. And cheers. Whoops.
Salud.
Oh my God.
How is it? Oh, this is so.
Milk. I've had a lot of fun learning how to make, bake, and cook here at the Hood Kitchen Space. Join us next time as we discover Orange County! Discover Orange County was brought to you by
Shulman Hodges and Bastion is a full-service business law firm serving all of Southern California with offices in Orange County and the Inland Empire. To see how we provide solutions and produce results, please visit our website at shbllp.com.
Bettini's Boutique of Brea is devoted to fashion and elegance through their helpful customer service, the latest designer clothing, and innovative ways of giving back to the community. Visit their website at www.bettinis.com.
Omni Updates, enterprise-class web content management software, handles hundreds of websites, thousands of users, and millions of web pages for the higher education community. For more information, please visit omniupdate.com. Nervosa Films, creating corporate videos, commercials, new media, television programs, and feature films for the independent market. For more information about Nervosa Films, visit www.nervosa.com.